Hi, everybody. Welcome to week 10 of our English 1020 online course. In this video, I want to talk to you guys about how you're doing with Project 3A. You are continuing to search and find more secondary sources to support the argument that you're going to make in this paper. So what I want to talk to you guys about, along with going over the week's activities, is that I would like to talk with you a little bit about how to make your claim the center of your paper. And a little bit we'll touch on academic voice, what it is, and how to make your paper not sound like a college paper. Okay, so let's get to it. All right, so here we are in the week 10 activities folder. And this week, you just want to be finding, evaluating, and integrating more sources into your researched argument. So remember, last week we talked about translating your question from Project 2 into an argumentative claim. Now, this is something we'll be working on and practicing with the chat check-in. You're constantly going to be revising that claim and making it more specific, more honed in to an argument that you can really effectively support with the sources that you have. So that's what we're working on this week, along with a quick refresher on quotations, citations, and some MLA stuff. So in terms of this week, you want to watch your week 10 instructor video, which you're doing right now. High five. I have a mini lesson here that talks about how to make quote sandwiches. You may be really familiar with this term. I know it sounds delicious, but what it really is talking about is how to be using other people's quotations in your own paper so that you don't ever lose sight of your argument. So quote sandwich is a really effective tool when you're quoting other writers. So check out that mini lesson. And then I just plopped in a really funny little vid. It's a Key and Peele sketch that I love. You may have already seen it, but either way, if you've seen it or not, you can watch our little vid this week for a bit of a chuckle. In terms of reading, I just have some really specific, kind of precise sections out of our textbook that I'd like you to reference this week. Plus, of course, keep finding sources, potential source articles. Even if you've already gotten a couple okay sources, keep searching for like a really excellent one. If you have one or two sources right now that you love, I'm going to encourage you to look through the works cited of one or two sources that are really perfect for you. Look at that article's works cited. Look up the sources that other article is citing and cherry pick some of their sources. It feels like cheating. It's totally not cheating. So make use of the works cited pages for the articles that you are finding. In terms of writing this week, you've got a chat check-in to revise your claim. Your second part of your annotated bibliography is due this week, and a quick digital journal to respond to the readings that you've done and to reflect on where you are in your research process. So the calendar breaks down like this. By Wednesday, you want to have read this video, watched this video, read with your eyes, whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. Week 10 video by tomorrow, Wednesday. Read your potential sources, your piece from the textbook, do your chat check-in, look at your claim and revise it for that. By Friday, you want to have watched your quote sandwich mini lesson, keep reading, keep evaluating your potential sources, and kick out that last annotated bibliography. Sunday, we're still working on potential sources if needed and responding to the readings, reflecting on your research process so far. Okay, so that's a lot of stuff to think about. I'm going to switch this back to the full view so that I can talk to you guys about maintaining your claim and voice in an academic argument. Okay, so Project 3A is a pretty straight up formal academic argument. That might feel very familiar to you and comfortable. It might not at all. And there's one thing that separates a polished, published academic argument from what I might call a school argument, something that somebody's clearly written for class, and that is the writer's claim. That means you. So if you remember back to last week when you guys watched the video about the conversation and how you want to put all your sources in conversation, but then you want to be saying something into the conversation. That thing that you want to say about this topic, about what you've been learning so far about this topic, that is your claim. Do you think that policies need to change in terms of economic development in the city? Claim that. Policies should change. Do you think that something is really bad for the environment? Plastic straws are the worst for the environment. People should stop giving them to their children with their drinks. That's your claim. Whatever your claim is, it's what you think. Now, some people say to me, oh, I didn't know that I could write my opinion. Yes and no. This isn't an opinion piece in the sense that you're going to be using a lot of personal pronouns, because you're not really. This isn't something where you're just spouting off what you think in a kind of venting way. This isn't just I feel, I feel, I feel. You do want to say what you think, backed up with evidence from your sources. So that's where this is not an opinion piece. Yes, you are saying your opinion in a sense, but it's a supported, evidence-based opinion. Because you're going to say, plastic straws are terrible for the environment. People should stop giving them to their children. According to Smith and Noble, plastic straws make up 32% of all of the waste on all of the beaches. Do you see what I did there? You're pulling in an outside source to back up your own claim. So think about that. You want your claim to be the single factor. And this is where quote sandwiches come in, because you want to be able to say, Smith and Noble talk about plastic straws in terms of beaches and how much pollution is actually made up of plastic straws. This connects to my claim because you want to be able to tie it back. Why did you quote Smith and Noble? Because they're helping you make your argument. Are you guys picking up what I'm laying down here? It's something that'll come into play more as you guys start drafting and as we talk and meet, and as I'm looking at your shitty first drafts, I'll be really looking to see what your claim is and how you're supporting it with your sources throughout the paper. Okay, so that's my pep talk about your voice, your claim in your paper. If you guys need anything as we continue to add sources to our papers to flesh out our arguments, please feel free to shoot me an email. Rayanne is going to be sending you guys a message. She's going to be changing her office hours to find something that works a little bit better for more people. So make sure that you respond to her message and let her know when would be a good time for you to meet her for office hours. You've got two great resources. Your peer mentor, you can email me, we can Skype, you can come to office hours. So you've got a lot of resources at your disposal. I think that's about it for now. I hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Stay warm, enjoy the beautiful fall colors, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye everybody.